Assalamu alaikum. In this lesson, we will talk about the Arabic alphabet. Before we start, I want to remind you that it's very important to use papers and pen, not digitally. Don't try it in the beginning at least. So use your pen and your papers. And it's very important to use this type of papers, ruled papers. Okay? That's gonna help you a lot while you practice writing Arabic. So when we talk about the Arabic alphabet, I love to imagine that you having or you're inviting these letters to a party and you want to count those who you want to invite. So what do we have here? We have two families, seven couples, and eight single letters. Again, you want to invite two families, seven couples, and eight single letters. As you can see here, you can classify the Arabic alphabets in general in this way. You have two families. They have in this shape here. This is the first family, and the second family here look like this. And then you have these couples. This is the first couple, the second couple. They have things in common. So this is how couples look like in Arabic. And then you have single letters, letters that they don't have any similarity with other letters. That's why we call them single letters. They don't have anything to match with other letters. Okay, so let's start first with the first category, which is families. As we mentioned earlier, you have two families to invite. This is the first family and the second family, both consisting of three letters. So the first family consists of three letters, and the second family too consists of three letters. Let's start with the first family. The first family, it has this stem, this shape. You have first letter ba. Letter ba, it's written in this way. So I'm going to, as you can see here, the stem, it's the same thing. I'm just going to write it down here. So this is the basic form that I have. All I need to do for letter ba is just to put this dot down here. That's it. That's letter ba. Then for letter ta and tha, same thing. Same stem. That's why we consider them one family. So it's same stem. The difference between ta and tha is just the dots. So here you say te, right? Te, so it's two dots. I want you to link the sound of te with how many dots it has. So te, two dots, and the, three dots, and that's it. So in conclusion, you have be, one dot down, te and the both having dots up, but te it's two dots and the is three dots. Nice. So that's for the first family. Second family, you have the stem, ha. Simply, you have the first letter of this family or the first member of this family, ha. I want you to see the difference between the stem itself here for this family, and letter ha. You don't see any difference, right? Yeah, that's it, exactly. So letter ha, it's the same as the stem. We don't make any change. So that's called ha. Now for this letter, I see some books, they write it down like this in order to make you pronounce it. So they write it down like this. And that's not true. This here, that doesn't make the sound of ha. That makes the sound of ha, ha. If this is your first time to learn Arabic, so you probably don't notice anything at all, any difference, but there is difference actually. You say ha, that's very soft. But this letter here, it makes the sound of ha, ha. That's very sharp. Ha, that's soft sound, but this one is ha, ha. That's sharp sound. So in order to make you master this sound, I want you always to remember when you eat something spicy, so you didn't expect it. So what do you say? You say, or when you drink something hot, so you make that sound. So that's exactly the sound of ha. People write down my name like this, and that's actually not the right way to pronounce my name. They say Ahmed. That makes me so sad. Ahmed. Guys, my name is not Ahmed, it's Ahmed. But why they write it down like this? Because you don't, in English, you don't have any equivalent or any equal letter that makes the same sound as letter ha. So the closest letter that makes the closest sound to letter ha is letter H in English. But that's not true. So the exact sound of ha or this letter is okay? That's why I wrote it down for you here. I use this number as simple for letter ha, because letter H, it makes a different sound in Arabic. We are gonna see it later. But for now, my name is Ahmed, not Ahmed. Okay? The more you practice, the more you master that sound.
Call me Ahmed.
Okay, Ahmed. Am I saying correctly?
Ahmed.
Ahmed. Ahmed.
No, you have a Coke can.
I have a Coke.
Okay. Med.
Med. Med.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it! Oh!
Okay, so that's for letter ha. We said it's the same thing for the stem. We write it down without any change. So that's letter ha. Then you have here the second member of the second family, which is letter kha, written in this way. All you need to do, just to add the dot up. That's it. Now, this letter is kha, kha. The closest sound to this letter is the name of Khalid. Do you know anyone called Khalid or even Khalid? Khalid. So this is the first letter and the first sound of his name, Khalid. And then the last one here is Jim. The dot is inside. Inside. This is Jim. Jim. So here you have three members, Ha, Kha, Jim. And that's it for the families. Next, we are going to talk about couples.